Hi, I'm Chase from Chase and Melia, and welcome to our channel. This is our first video in our series about my new pedal board. In this video, we make the pedal board, the actual thing that the pedals go on. It was the most complicated piece, so I needed some help. I used my dad and my friend Adam to help me make this project a reality. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. So I'm basically making a box, and I need to join these pieces of wood together. A lot of people use what are called box joints or finger joints. A lot of people make what's called a jig for that, but I am lazy, and Adam has really helped me figure out how to do this. So what we've done is we're going to cut out the pieces that are marked with X's, and we're going to then take this side and flip it, and so they're gonna fit together like puzzle pieces. These are test pieces because we don't know what we're doing. Now we have these two pieces like this. We kind of chiseled out this. These are practice pieces. And what we did is we flipped them, and now they fit together like kind of puzzle pieces. A little tight. Okay, so now we've got this, and that's a strong bond. You put glue in there and you're good to go. But this is not so pretty. So we're gonna try to see if we can do better. That's why we have practice pieces. Okay, so we took these two pieces of plywood, and now they are to the dimensions that I wanted. I did 22 inches on the long side, 12.5 on this side, and this is gonna be the top and bottom of my board. So it's the next day. We experimented, we learned a lot yesterday. Today, we are actually going to make a finger joint jig. That basically means just a little piece of woodworking tool that fits onto the table saw and makes it easier for us to do it. Yesterday we had big, giant finger joints. Now we're gonna try little tiny finger joints. Great. Okay, so it's been a couple days. I just finished sanding off a lot of these little fingers. There were some gaps in there, and I filled it with glue as well as sawdust. I'm gonna probably do some more of that because I see some more. Anyway, yeah, I'm realizing the more I do this, I'm realizing that what I'm gonna do is not gonna be perfect, not even close. I just don't have the ability to be perfect. So I did this too. I cut this out. I tried to get them all exactly perfectly spaced, but that's not how this works. You know, look at that. Look at this cut right there. That's not super pretty, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work very well, and there's gonna be we're gonna pass cables through it. Also, I'm gonna cover it in a Velcro, so it doesn't even, you're not even gonna see it. Now I just need to drill a hole for this Edison plug. So this is a lot looser than I really wanted, but this is a learning experience. I gotta figure out how to make this hole a little tighter, that way my socket doesn't jiggle. I know I'm gonna screw it in here and here, but I still want it to be tighter. So
okay, here we go, Chase.
So I took a bit that was the size of this outer lip of this guy, and I drilled a hole. But if you can see, when I took it to do the countersink, I lost my center, and now I'm a little bit off. I'm letting that go because it's going to be totally functional. It's fine. But for this next one, I'm going to try to be a little more careful to stay centered. Second time, used a different bit. It stayed much more center, and now it's perfectly flush in there. I am going to screw these, and so it's going to be secure on the side, and it's going to be fine either way. So now we've matched these holes with this bottom piece. That way the butterfly latches will clasp in. So it should fit nicely like that. And then those clips will drop in. like this. Now I left a little bit of a gap here because I am putting in this vinyl, this Tolex kind of vinyl stuff to cover the bottom of it. So you'll see why I left a little more room than maybe is looks nice as a box. Okay, so I just used a chisel for the first time in my life, and it worked out pretty good. What I did was I traced the shape of this guy out. I chopped around the edges, then I slowly got it out. And now it actually, because I cut this hole too big, as you remember, I was gonna put some filler or something in it, but now because I rounded the edges around here, not only does it sit flush, but it's also a lot tighter, which is exactly what I was going for. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I think this is gonna be just fine for my first attempt with a chisel. This is where I'm going off of Daniel Tyack's design. He screwed the top on. I want to be able to get underneath the board if I need to. So I just installed these hinges, and honestly they're a little bit crooked, which is a bummer. I just don't have a self-centering drill bit. I'm self-centered enough. Ha! Also, this is making it very obvious how not square my box is. So there's no space on this side, and there's lots of space on that side. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to probably sand and take off a little bit over here. Give it some space. It's all good. Okay, so now I'm doing kind of a sanding. I'm getting rid of the edges that was left by the router table, and I think it's coming out pretty nice. I think we've got, you know, some nice edges here that I'm really pleased with. I'm really pleased with these edges. So, you know, this is coming along. Nothing's perfect, you know, but I've let go of that. Okay, so the only thing that is left is the case. I routed holes, or at least finger holes for my thumbs, so I can always lift it if I need to. And this one's actually on this side for cables. I figured these ones on this side was for cables as well. But yeah, this is the board. This is it being officially kind of done. Now we need to do the case. So I need to build a larger box to encompass our smaller box. If you want to build your own pedal board, use West Coast Pedalboard. They've given me a discount code, which you can find in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it informative. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comment section below. If you liked this video, hit that like button. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Stay tuned for part 2 of this series where I build the case. See you then.